Pair 1. I will name the picture on the left A, and the picture on the right B. Judging from the luggage, the activities, the ambience, and the attire worn by the people, I believe that these two pictures were taken at an airport on a busy day. In both pictures, there is a big check-in counter on the left-hand side at the far end of the room, and behind the counter is a dark-skinned female receptionist in a green suit. On this counter is a scale for passengers' luggage. There is also a clock on the wall above the receptionist. It can also be seen that a man is leaning against this check-in counter and appears to be talking to the receptionist. But the clock in picture A indicates that it's 3:30 and the same clock in picture B shows that it's only 3. Moreover, the briefcase standing upright on the scale in picture A is grey, but the same briefcase in picture B is black. Another difference worth noting is the color of the suit worn by the previously mentioned man. It's black in picture A, but it is blue in picture B. Through the rectangular windows in the background in picture A, I can see two commercial airplanes outside, landing next to each other, and it seems that the sun is shining brightly. However, in picture B there is only one commercial airplane outside, which looks bigger, and it's raining cats and dogs. On the left-hand side in the foreground of both pictures, there's a middle-aged woman with short black hair. She's wearing a mix-and-match tracksuit and a yellow messenger bag. She seems to be the mother of the two kids standing in front of her. The little boy in a red bib overall is grasping a teddy bear in his left hand, and the little girl is carrying a blue duffel bag. Next to the mother are 3 brown rolling suitcases of different sizes. Right in the center of the frame is a man who, judging from his attire, seems to be a pilot. He's facing the wall, with his arms akimbo and his back turned to the camera. In picture A, there are 4 round tables, each with 2 chairs and a flower vase, located on the right-hand side. They are arranged in a straight line extending from the camera to the far end of the room. But in picture B, there are only 3 round tables and the flower vases are nowhere to be seen. In picture A, there's a middle-aged woman in a cyan V-neck sweater and a red skirt standing next to the second table from the far end of the room, but that woman is sitting on the chair next to the same table in picture B.
Pair 2. I will name the picture on the left A, and the picture on the right B. Judging by the vibrant ambience, the casual summer outfits, and the activities, I believe that these two pictures were taken at a bustling beach. In both pictures, in the foreground on the right-hand side, there is a woman wearing a purple one-piece swimsuit and sunglasses sunbathing on a mat laid out on the sand, with a beach umbrella for shade above her. But the umbrella is green in picture A, while it's blue in picture B, and another difference worth noting is that the woman in picture A is wearing a wide brim hat while the woman in picture B is not wearing any hat. In both pictures, right in the center of the frame are 2 individuals, a young boy in a bright orange polo t-shirt and blue shorts, and a girl wearing an orange t-shirt with short denim jeans. They are standing face to face, appearing to be playing with each other. However, the boy in picture A is holding a football, whereas the boy in picture B is holding a big red kite with a colorful tail. Behind the previously mentioned boy in both pictures is a brown dog, but the dog in picture A is running toward the water, while the dog in picture B is making its way back to the shore, completely soaked. In both pictures, in the foreground on the left-hand side is a shirtless man deeply focusing on reading a book. Behind him, the background differs between the two pictures. In picture A, there is a single coconut tree bearing 4 coconuts, while in picture B, there are 2 coconut trees, one fruitless, and the other with only 3 coconuts. The background of both pictures depicts a calm stretch of sea glistening beneath the blazing sunlight. On the right-hand side of the frame, a sailboat is being steered by a single person, while on the left-hand side, 2 large rocks lie close to the shoreline. In picture A, the sky is perfectly clear, completely cloudless, whereas picture B shows 2 soft clouds drifting in the sky. Additionally, in picture A, a small white fish can be spotted leaping out of the water just behind the previously mentioned rocks. Meanwhile, in picture B, the fish appears to be closer to the shoreline, leaping from the water in front of the previously mentioned sailboat.
Pair 3. I will name the picture on the left A and the picture on the right B. Judging from the attire, the activities, the equipment, and the furniture, I believe that these 2 pictures were taken in a bustling corporate office. In picture A, through the rectangular window on the right-hand side of the background, I can see that it's raining cats and dogs outside. However, in picture B, the sun is shining brightly outside. In both pictures, there is a square table located right in the middle at the far end of the room. On this table, there are several mugs, a jug, a stack of plates, and a cake missing a piece. But the difference is the number of the mugs. In picture A, there are 6 mugs arranged in parallel, whereas there are only 4 mugs placed in random order in picture B. In both pictures, there is a man wearing a red suit and black pants standing to the left of the previously mentioned table. However, in picture A, he is holding a mug, while in picture B, he is holding what looks like a piece of chocolate cake. In both pictures, there is a clock hanging on the wall above, slightly off to the right of the previously mentioned table. But the clock in picture A indicates that it's 10 o'clock, while the clock in picture B shows that it's 10:30. In picture A, there is a trash bin located right under the previously mentioned table, but in picture B, the trash bin is located to the right of that table. In both pictures, there is a rectangular office desk located on the right-hand side of the room, with its short end facing the camera and the longer end stretching laterally. To the left of this table, a blonde woman with a ponytail and a blue dress seems to be writing something on the piece of paper on the table, and at the opposite end, a man in a black suit is standing with his arms crossed. In both pictures, there is an L-shaped desk located on the left-hand side of the room. A blonde man in suit and tie is sitting at the right end of the desk, talking on a landline phone. However, there are some documents in front of the man in picture B, while the documents are nowhere to be seen in picture A. Another difference worth noting is the gender of the person sitting on a swivel chair, working at the computer at the left end of this desk. In picture A, it's a dark-skinned woman in a white shirt and yellow skirt, but in picture B, it's a dark-skinned man in a white shirt and black pants.
Pair 4. I will name the picture on the left A and the picture on the right B. Judging from the activities, the clothes, the animals, the vast body of water, and the overall ambience, I believe these two pictures were taken at a beach on a beautiful day. In both pictures, in the distant background, there is a mountain range running all the way from left to right. However, in picture A, beyond the mountain range in the top left corner, there is a long streak of clouds, while in picture B, there is a big rainbow instead. In both pictures, in the middle ground in front of the mountain range, there are 3 coconut trees. However, in picture A, only the leftmost tree bear coconuts, while in picture B, all trees bear coconuts. In both pictures, there is a colorful flying kite with string entangled in the middle coconut tree. But the kite in picture A is shaped like a bird, while the one in picture B is shaped like a butterfly. In both pictures, right in the center of the frame, in front of the middle coconut tree is a woman with a black ponytail in a long-sleeved pink turtleneck sweater and short black skirt. However, in picture A, the woman, with brush and palette in hand, is painting a picture of a coconut tree, while in picture B, the woman is taking a photo of the person in front of her. To the right of the previously mentioned woman in both pictures is a man in a red long-sleeve t-shirt and blue pants, holding a fishing rod. However, in picture A, he failed to catch any fish and appears to be frustrated, while in picture B, he landed a big fish and looks very delighted. To the left of the previously mentioned woman in both pictures are 2 teenage girls in white t-shirts and skirts. One with red hair and one with blonde hair, playing sports. However, picture A shows them playing volleyball, while picture B depicts them playing basketball. To the far right of the previously mentioned fisherman is a boy sitting on the sand, playing a musical instrument. However, the boy in picture A is strumming a guitar, while the one in picture B is beating a drum. Situated midway between the young boy playing a musical instrument and the fisherman, right at the shoreline is a dog. But the dog in picture A is making its way back to land. Behind it is a wide-brimmed hat floating on the water, while the dog in picture B is running toward the sea. In front of it is a floating upside-down umbrella.